Hello students, today we will discuss class 6th Geography chapter 1 our Earth and the solar system. Let's start the chapter. First of all, the definition of universe. All objects like stars, planet, satellite, comets, asteroids and meteors in the sky are called celestial or heavenly bodies, and these are collectively known as the universe. According to the astronomers, the universe started with a very big explosion called the Big Bang about 13.7 billion years ago. Our universe has a large number of galaxies. A galaxy is a group of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. And sun and the stars form our galaxy, and this galaxy is called Milky Way or Akash Ganga. Now the stars. Stars are very huge heavenly bodies made up of hot gases. They emit their own light and heat in huge amount. They twinkle at night and look very small because they are very far from us. The sun is also a star. It looks big because it is very close to Earth. And the other star which is nearest to the Earth after sun is Proxima Centauri. A light year is the distance travelled by light in 1 year. The distance of Proxima Centauri from the Earth is approximately 4.25 years. When we watch the sky at night, we notice different groups of stars, and I am sure you also notice there are different groups and patterns of stars at night. So these groups of stars forming different patterns are called constellations. There are many constellations we can find in the sky. For example, you can see here, this is Saptarishi constellation or Small Bear. This is a group of 7 stars. After that, there are some other major constellations like Ursa Major and Minor, Scorpius, Cygnus, Cassiopeia and Leo. These are some of the major constellations which tell us the direction, as in ancient times there were no scientific instruments to know the direction, and people used these stars to determine the direction. This is the pole star or north star, we can say. This is the brightest star in the north. It is also called North Star because its position is fixed in the north direction in the sky. The first 2 stars of Saptarishi pointed to the pole star, and they are also called the pointer stars. Now let's learn about our solar system. In our solar system, there is sun, 8 planets and satellites, some heavenly bodies like comets, asteroids and meteors are there. So let's discuss about each of the member of our solar system. First of all, the sun. Sun is the largest member of solar system. All the planets, satellites, asteroids, comets revolve around it. It is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. The temperature of sun is very high. It is about 6000 degrees Celsius. The sun is made up of hot gases, and all the planets and their satellite shine because they reflect sunlight. Now let's learn about the planets which revolve around the sun. The first planet is Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the earth. It has no moon of its own. Here, moon means the natural satellite. Its temperature is 427 degrees Celsius, and when it is night, the temperature is minus 183 degrees Celsius. It takes 88 days to complete one revolution around the Sun. The second planet is Venus. It is the brightest and the hottest planet of the solar system. Its size is nearly equal to the Earth, and therefore this is also called Earth's twin. Like Mercury, it also has no moon. The third planet is our planet Earth. Earth is the fifth largest planet in our solar system and third planet from the Sun. It is the only planet in the solar system that supports life. Why? Because due to appropriate temperature and some gases which surrounds the environment, life is available on the Earth. Earth is also known as watery planet, or we can say blue planet, because of the presence of water. As we all know, there are 70% water present on the Earth. In the ancient time, people thought that Earth is flat, but it is not so. Astronauts who saw the Earth from space found it round, but in actually it is not a perfect circle. It is bulging at the equator and flattened at the poles. This is a result of the rotation of Earth on its axis. Now let's move to another planet, Mars. You can see the picture here. It is very beautiful. The color is just reddish. That's why it is also called red planet, because it has the high temperature and lots of presence of iron oxide on its surface that gives it a reddish appearance. Mars has only two known moons. One is Phobos and the another one is Deimos. The next planet is Jupiter. It is the largest member of the solar system. It has 79 known moons, and therefore it is also known as mini solar system. The next planet is Saturn. It is the most beautiful planet among all the planets because it has rings which are shiner and brighter around it, and there are all the rings which covers the equator of Saturn. You can see here. It looks so beautiful. All the rings are made up of icy particle, dust and gases. Saturn has 62 known moons. The next planet is Uranus. It is seventh planet from the Sun, and like Saturn, it has also rings, but Saturn is more beautiful than Uranus. And Uranus is also known as ice giant because a large part of this planet made up of ice. Next planet of our solar system is Neptune. It is the eighth and farthest planet from the Sun. It is 17 times the mass of the Earth and has 14 known moons. So these are the all planets which are in our solar system. Now there is a fact, before few years Pluto was also considered as a planet of the solar system. But in 2006, the International Astronomical Union termed it as a dwarf planet. A dwarf planet is a spherical celestial body much smaller than a planet that revolves around the Sun. Now let's talk about other members of the solar system. The satellite. There are two types of satellite. One is natural and one is man-made satellite. Natural satellites are moons which revolves around a planet. So let's learn about some natural satellites. Here you can see the phases of moon. This is the satellite of Earth. As we know, there is only one moon, means one natural satellite of our planet Earth. It is the closest celestial body to the Earth and it has no light of its own. It reflects the light of the sun. The moon appears to increase and decrease in the size and it appears different positions and shapes at different times. These are known as phases of the moon. The lunar calendar is based on the phases of the moon. This is caused because the revolution of the moon around the earth. The moon takes 27 days and 8 hours to complete one revolution around the earth. And the visible shape of the moon that reflects sunlight changes from night to night. So, when the moon travels from the new moon to the full moon phase, the visible portion increases and this is called waxing of the moon. And when the moon journeys from full moon to the new moon phase, the visible portion decreases and the moon is said to be waning. So these are the two terms, waxing and waning. When dark hemisphere of the moon faces the earth, we call it a new moon night or Amavasya. And when the bright hemisphere of the moon faces, we call it a full moon night or Purnima. The next member of our solar system is asteroid. Asteroids are small planets like heavenly body and these are found in the solar system. Most of them are located between Mars and Jupiter and this area of space is known as asteroid belt. They are also called planetoids or minor planets and scientists believe that asteroids are the broken parts of a planet. Meteors. These are also called the shooting stars. I hope in many times in the movies you just listen the word Toota Tara. So those Toota Tara are meteors. These are small pieces of rocks and when they hit the surface of earth, these become meteorites. And when they hit, they create very large depression known as the craters. Here you can see the image of a crater. In the world, at many places, we can find the craters. Some are very small and some are very big. In India, we can find one of the famous crater at Ramgarh in Rajasthan. And here you can see the picture of the largest crater of world. It is situated at Arizona in USA. Now, comets. These are another members of our solar system. These are the celestial body made up of snow and rocky dust. And when the comets reach near the sun, they develop a tail. The most famous comets is Halley's Comet. It can be seen once in every 76 years. And it was last seen in 1986. So the next turn is after 76 years. There are some more comets that take even more time than Halley's Comet to the orbit of the sun. But they are very beautiful and it is a very good moment to see comets like Halley Comet. Scientists believe that there are about 2 billion comets orbiting around the sun. But there are only few which can be seen through naked eyes. So with this, we end up this chapter.